Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm gonna let you all start getting the notifications. Let y'all start getting the notifications. I don't know who this is called texting me, but mm, how is everyone doing today? How are you guys doing? Great face. Hey, Teresa, Paula, TB21. I'm gonna let other people start getting the notifications. I see TB21, Lynn, Dub JJ, Kenny Adams, Paula. Hey, Black Coffee, you have your daughter locked up yet? I'm just no. It was just listen. My youngest daughter, who is quiet, nonchalant, but that girl is I'm telling you, like she always go get what she want. I mean, she be real quiet about it too. Mama, I want to do this. And then I said, I don't think you need to do that right now. Next thing I know, she doing it. And I remember one year, the first year she started college, I was like, I don't think you need to take a managerial job. That girl got that job. I promise you she did. And did a good job until the other manager started trying to put everything on her shoulder. You know how they do the quiet people. And to this day, she won't tell me who the name of the give me the name of that manager. Cause yeah, I will call. I don't have no issues with calling my kids jobs, talking to those managers when they think they're gonna mistreat my kids. Cause I mean, I just really they could just go to school and not even work as far as I'm concerned. Cause I ain't gonna be letting nobody mistreat my kids. But she gonna say, I said you don't got on my shirt. It's about Noodles told me I just tried it, Mom. This how she told me, Mom, I just tried it on. Noodles told me it looked cute on me. I may as well take it. I said, Noodles can't tell you to take nothing of mine. Hey, Miss V, Betty Man, your choice towing. Child, these kids is something else. It ain't no telling what else they got. I'm just waiting. See, I don't remember until I see them with it, right? Now I do know. I don't know. My daughter took a lot of my cosmetics, and her face and her skin is glowing. And all you got, she. I mean, she posting a video. It seemed like to me every 35 minutes talking about her skin. I said I can't be bothered with these girls. Um, they something else. My oldest daughter is just more vocal, just real dramatic. My baby girl is real quiet and reserved, and I always had to sneak around to see what she was doing. She ain't gonna talk about nothing. She's very secret. Ooh, Oh Lord. I don't know. She get that from her daddy though. All that secret stuff. Um, I'm telling you, like my mama. My mama just said right before I got on here, you always took everything I had. I ain't gonna tell no stories. I would. I go in my mama's purse. When I was growing up, I would go in her purse and take all of her change out. I would get all of her change out of her purse. I wouldn't take any of the big if she had some dollars, I would take those sometimes, but normally because they went to the casino, she always had a whole lot of quarters and stuff in her purse. I would go and take all of her change out of her purse. Hey, true Aquarius. Kenny says he never sees gray face comments. He in here because I just saw him. I wonder if you're on the main page, Kenny. Yeah, you're on the main. I wonder if you're on the main page or if you're on the second page. True Aquarius said I did that too, Miss T. Yeah, it's a generational thing. These girls doing it on a big level. I was just stealing. I wasn't stealing. I was just taking change. These girls is taking my clothes, my socks, my cosmetics, and my body scrubs. My oldest daughter, I already told her the next time I see her, I'm gonna hit her in the jaw. Cause see, my oldest daughter, she arrogant about it. Mama, ain't nobody took nothing. You know what we take then? What I take? What I take? See, she get on my nerves. They have two totally different personalities. But don't you know that those girls will always cover for each other? They always, even when they were babies. I remember when my youngest daughter, when I was potty training her, when she would poop in her pull up, she would start backing away. I would tell her sister, did she poop? No, mama, she didn't. Couldn't even hardly talk and was telling stories. They would always cover for each other. Yep. Teresa says stealing is stealing no matter the value. Yeah, I guess that's what it was, just stealing or taking. I didn't call it stealing. I was just taking it. We have to find a way to butter it up. I wasn't stealing. I was just taking it. The trial is on the 23rd. Little mama says my mom used to hate me being in her lotions. I got it back 10 times worse for my girls. Girl, my girls take my edge control. I mean, that's what they do. And I still can't understand it. I remember people used to say that all the time. Girl, my girls come to my house and take my stuff. But see, I wasn't experiencing that then because my girls were still living with me. And so whatever I put in my restroom, I always put in their restroom. They weren't into makeup and stuff, but oils and stuff like that at that time. Like all the soaps and stuff, they always, I always kept them stocked up. Child, I guess they feel like that's still my job. Hey, straight to the point. Lynn Smith says, Miss T, that's what sisters do because seems to me you getting back with your daughters. That's exactly what's happening. Me Evans on Good Times used to say, I wasn't stealing, mama. I find it. My mom always told me, "What you put out, you will get back from your own kids." Well, I'm getting it back. I'm sure getting it back because I sure used to go in my mama purse and take all of her change, every dime, all of it, but the pennies. I left the pennies in there. I didn't touch her bills, like her big bills and stuff. I didn't touch that. I knew better. But the change, I got all of that except for the pennies. I didn't want them. Anyway, child, let's um let's talk about this because I can remember. I know you all remember, right? When they ain't no kleptos. They're not klepto. We are not kleptos. I know you all remember when this situation well, of course, now I didn't pay much attention to it when this situation happened at the Oak Court Mall, and it was around the time, it was like a little bit after, I believe, that Young Dolph was assassinated, and there was all of this propaganda put out there. And it had gotten quiet. But what has been alarming to me is that, it was quiet, and now all of a sudden they're saying that the man has been convicted, like 10 days before the trial starts, right? I still don't know if this has any type of affiliation with Young Dog. We just saw vloggers in the very beginning was, just putting up any and everything, right? Of course, we was told that there was a young lady, remember, if you all can remember, Thaddeus Matthews had gone on his channel, and there was a young lady that was arrested and alleged what, we thought was the shooter, right? Like I said, they had gotten very quiet about that investigation. We had not heard much. And it says that the man found guilty in Oak Court Mall shooting. Okay, now they're saying that this man has been found guilty when the whole time, they had been quiet about it. We thought that a young lady had been arrested and they had not said anything else about it, right? So I found this kind of interesting. It says a man has been found guilty in the 2021 Oak Court Mall shooting that left a man unalived and a 9-month-old baby injured. Quante Webb was found guilty of first-degree unaliving after a 5-day trial, according to Shelby County's district attorney. Now, this man did have a 5-day trial. Now, it's what's alarming to me is the time of it, but we still don't know if this had anything to do, was related to anything that happened to Young Dolph, right? It says the shooting victim was identified as Jason Hill. During the trial, 13 witnesses testified, including Webb's girlfriend. On November 20th, 2021, reports state that Webb thought Hill was responsible for shooting his brother, although that had not been determined by law enforcement. Webb arranged for someone to follow Hill through the mall to tell him when Hill was leaving. When Hill walked out of the mall, he was ambushed by Webb. Webb shot Hill in the back and the head and the arm. One of the bullets hit the baby. Now, there was always rumors. Remember, vloggers was putting out that this had something to do with the cookie shop and this had something to do with Young Dolphin. I had always said I was not sure about that because Jason Hill and them had gone to the brother, they had gone to school. He was the younger brother, had gone to school with my children. Okay. And the younger brother was kind of, he kind of liked my oldest daughter. Right. And so I remember he used to walk a long way, all the way they were almost close to the Tulane area, okay, because he walked real fast. Okay, and I knew he had another brother because their grandmother was raising them. I didn't say a whole lot about it because these are kids. I didn't know Jason Hill, but I knew his brother Chris. These were kids that, or this was a child that I knew. And when my daughter told me, she was like, "Mom, you know the boy that was killed at the mall, the Jason Hill guy?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Remember Chris? The one you used to call the walker that used to always walk over here that liked me?" I mean, he would walk a long way just to stand outside with my daughter because he liked her. They was going to school together. I said, "Yeah." She said that was his little brother. I said, "Oh my God, right? This." years after. I was like, wow, because they were in junior high school during that time. And yeah. So when they started talking about all of that, I was like, I'm not sure when they was I mean, it was just a whole lot of stuff that was put over the internet about um that it says Jason Hill was a known KSBG gang member. His name, as well as other KSBG gang members, are in federal paperwork. Wow, I had no idea about that. I had no idea about that. So the KSBG, now what gang is that? Remind me, it's so many. Because I know that Big 30 and them are the Mill Branch gang, right? SBG, Gray Face, remind me of it. So I'll know what areas, because that was around like the Whitehaven area that those kids lived in. Where's the KSBG gang? Where are they located at? Where are those members kind of comprised of? What area? Because Jason and them, I know that they lived in the Whitehaven area. Because like I said, the grandmother was raising them. Big Nooski, that's the Whitehaven area. Hey, that is definitely the Whitehaven area. Um, okay, that's the Whitehaven area with Big 30 and all of them. Oh wow. See, I see I didn't know that. I don't know. Chris and his brother were pretty tight. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. The last time I saw him, and his I believe his brother was with him. It was him, his brother, and a whole lot of other boys at that time. And I was walking into the Walmart in Whitehaven, and he said, "Miss Tamra." And he walked over to me and gave me a hug. I said, "You got to be a big boy now." And I could tell he was high. I said, "You getting high now?" "No, ma'am." I said, "You smell like it." He came because he would always walk into my house because he liked my daughter. But they were in junior high school at that time. I remember I used to always have to take him home. "Little boy, it's time for you to go home." "Yes, ma'am, I'll walk home." I couldn't let him walk home, and it had gotten late. So I would always, because he lived like right before you got to the train tracks before you get the Tulane. I remember. Wow. And his brother, Jason, was younger than him. Oh wow. I sure remember. Knocking shit back gang. Oh, that's what it's called, knocking shit back gang. Lord have mercy. So is that Big 30's gang, the KSBG gang? Wow. And the Kristen, they like I said, their grandmother was older, a lot older. She passed away and she was raising them. And he was a mannerable child. So he was very mannerable and smiling all the time. And he walked real fast too. So that's why I didn't mind him standing out there coming I guess the hackers had got mad, but we've been getting a lot of the bad weather that New Orleans has been getting. My lights went out this morning, and they had been out for when I woke. I got up early this morning. As soon as I got up and I was washing and cleaning up and stuff at about 4 o'clock this morning, and then my lights went out. And a lot of it is happening because of the storm. Okay. New Orleans, that weather that's coming from like New Orleans and like from southern Mississippi, it's been consistently raining and storming and stuff up this way. Okay. So that could be it. All right. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Okay. So this is the man right here, you guys. This is him. And they're saying his name is Quante Webb. Hold on, let's see. That they're saying actually he was convicted of taking out Jason Hill, right? Hold on, let me see. Okay, let's see. I was trying to see if I could find the affidavit in here, but it's not in here. So it did show that he was on trial today, and it did show it's not showing, but they're saying that he was convicted. Thank you, Simeon. They are saying that he was convicted. Okay, I don't know. They're saying that his girlfriend told on him. So maybe his girlfriend was the young lady that we ended up seeing on camera. I'm sure they're saying several people had given him up, right? Um, and it don't look like to me that it had anything to do with Young Dolph's situation or the cookie shop. They're saying that this man and other people have testified thought that that Jason and them, he had no proof, but he thought that Jason and them had taken his brother out. I forget all of the propaganda that was put all over the internet about Jason Hill and them, but I didn't say a whole lot. I just was kind of observant, especially when my baby told me, Mom, that's Chris' brother. That was his younger brother. I was like, wow. So when they started talking about they was related to this, and that person, the only person that I knew was the grandmother was raising them, and she was older when they were because his brother was a little older than him. So I know she was like in her late 60s or 70s or whatever, raising, young kids for, uh, reasons I won't even speak about. But yeah, I hated that. I did. But the brother never came around because he was younger. Okay, he was younger. Um, but I hated that because I remember like I said, the last time I saw them, and I do believe his brother was with him in that Whitehaven Walmart. It was a whole gang of them. So I don't know if his brother, I don't know. Okay, I just remember him as the brother as a younger boy, a junior high school boy, being very respectable, walking almost every day. And I mean, you talking about a walk. Shit, that boy was walking. Shoot, you talking about walking from the around the close to the Tulane area to the Twinkletown area. He really liked my daughter, and he could walk fast too. Lord have mercy. Um, yeah, it's been raining all day down here in JB. The cops in these in the Tyree Nichols case are turning against each other now. A MPD officer that trained the cops took the stand and said they didn't follow protocol and I didn't teach them like that. Well, they didn't follow protocol. And he right to do that. Cuz they didn't. They know they was wrong. That was not protocol what they did. I don't know. Those were a bunch of thugs or something. I don't know. But what they did to that man was absolutely heinous in nature and it was not cause for and he was not a threat. So I don't know what they were on, but those just a bunch of fools with badges. He didn't live in Tulane. They lived in a house around the Tulane area. Not too far because you know what? I think it was closer to the Rains area. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it was. It was closer to the Rains area. It was closer to the Rains area by the train track or something. They took the law in their own hands. Yes, they did. Miss Tam, I know you stopped, you strapped, but get your guns before the election. They coming for us, American citizens, and trying to replace us. Back. Kamala trying to do a buyback on guns that's registered to us. Hey, Miss Diane. Oh wow. I tell you. Yeah, I was looking for the affidavit, but it's not in here. Let's see. It says they got him for they get him for because it's showing in the computer not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Didn't they say he was let me see. They're saying that he was found guilty on the news, but I'm looking at the system and it's saying not guilty. Let's see. Maybe he pleaded not guilty. He pleaded not guilty, I guess, and they found him guilty because he got first degree unaliving, criminal attempt first degree unaliving, employ firearm with intent to commit felony and aggravated child abuse. Okay, that's what he got. And I guess people was, I don't know. But I get we're seeing now that this has something to do with something completely different. It didn't have anything to do with young Dolph or anything like that. They're saying this man thought that Jason and them took out his brother. Hold on, you guys. Um, they just took the law in their own hands, Miss T. Yeah, they took the law in their own hands. That's fairly in Tulane. It wasn't fairly in Tulane. It wasn't that far back. I'm thinking about it now. They were on the Rains. They lived on the Rain side. But you could come down this street. I forget the name of that street that would take you that would take you in front of Tulane. Um But I never met I never knew I never seen Jason other than I think he was with his brother that time that I saw him in the Walmart, cuz like I said, Jason was younger than his brother. So when his brother was in junior high school doing all that walking to my house, his brother was in Jason was in elementary school. Right, absolutely around the area, McCorkle. Yep, that's the street. That's it. That's the street right there. You absolutely right. And like I said, I hated that because their grandmother was. I remember the grandmother being older. She was like in the late 60s or 70s, and she was raising those boys. I do know that his brother was real clean and stuff all the time, very respectable. But as kids get older, they start getting unfortunately, they start getting into other stuff. Their grandmother was already older at the time. Okay. So, as when grandmothers are, grandparents are raising kids and they're older, they as they get older, they get slower with stuff. Um, Miss Rose, you're a good. I don't think I've seen you around lately. Man, Mr. Parker, I'm wondering the same thing. I tore a cat regularly today. It was rough in the field. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. So, I mean, like I said, hey, I don't know if this had anything to do with Young Dolph. They're saying that it didn't. Great Face is saying that Jason did. It's documented that he has an affiliation with the KSBG gang, which would be Big 30s in them gang. I didn't know that. Coming back to the bottom, Walker Home, Westwood, LVG, and Doubletree. But you're right. That house did run across McCorkle because McCorkle goes all the way down across Rains. You're absolutely right. That's the street. Because I used to have to take his little butt home because he'd be ready to strike out walking because he stay real late, stand out there real late. And so my daughter would come in and say, "Well, where the little boy at? He gone. He walking home." So I was like, "Lord, I can't let the child walk home, and it's getting dark." But by the time I would get in my car and catch up with him, hell, he'd be far. That's how fast he walked. We called him the Walker. Um, he said once you cross the railroad tracks, that's South Fair. Once you cross the railroad tracks, you are going. You get to Tulane before you get to Fairleigh. You get to Tulane before you go. You cross the railroad tracks and you're going over to Tulane. You get to Tulane apartments. You go on down and you get to Fairleigh. And Rose says, Diane, yeah, I've been working two jobs now, catching the live after. I've been good. Love, thanks. I'm rewatching when I miss out. You guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. So, what y'all think about this? What y'all think about this? This could have been something totally different, but um, Jason was unfortunately on the lives on I think what did they say, it was November 20th, 2021. So that was like 3 days after young Dolph had lost his life. Miss TNT, I hope you're having a wonderful day in spite of the rain. Oh, I love the rain so much. The new Tulane apartments are called the Gospel Gardens. Tax write-off and yeah, but they're called the Gospel Gardens, but I hear they really need to be shut down. 10 more days and somebody going right back to jail. I'm doing really good today, HD Bully. Um, so let me ask you something, Great Face. Does Big 30 and them ever say anything about Jason? I mean, have they ever posted anything about him? For some reason, I always thought Big 30s in them gang had another name. I don't know why. I thought that they had another name. Um, I thought Big 30's gang had another name. I can't think. I thought they had another name. Um, what is the other name? Does Big 30 and them gang have another name? Fox 13 gang, Hospital gang. That's it, Chopper gang. That's what I thought. I thought it was Chopper gang. Hey, Duke man. But I hate that. You know, he had his little baby in his hand. He was young. He because he was younger than Chris. How old did they say Jason was when he was taken out? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna pull that up. Jason Hill. People were spinning so many narratives. This might be it right here, you guys.
Two people injured in a shooting at Oak Court Mall, just 5 days away from the official start of the holiday shopping season. Good evening. I'm Joyce Peterson in for Ariana Poindexter tonight. Memphis police tell Action News 5 that a man and his child were injured in this shooting. MPD says it happened around 6 o'clock tonight. The man was taken to Regional 1 in critical condition. The child was sent to Le Bonheur in non-critical. Officers detained two people at the scene. We'll keep you updated on air and online at actionnews5.com.
I'm trying to remember how old they said Jason was back then. Um, yeah, he looks like his yes, indeed. He was 21. So he looked like his brother. He was 21 in 2021. Yeah. So he's about um he's about 3 years younger than his brother. So yeah, he was in elementary school. So that was the baby. Justice for Jason and Jalen. So that was the girl, the Samantha Bowens, that they had gotten on video.
One-year-old Jason Hill and his 9-month-old son Jalen were leaving Oak Court Mall when someone pulled out a gun and shot them. Foreman was at work when she got the call.
Miss Chrissy, have you talked to Jason? Somebody called me and said that a man and a baby got shot at the Oak Court Mall.
Foreman tried calling her son, but her calls went unanswered. She knew something was wrong.
I told my boss I got to go. I called my husband, told him come get me.
Oh wow, that's so sad. That's so sad. Mm, mm, mm. Now, what kind of world do we live in when because he shot him from the back. You know, he shot him from the back, which means he never saw it coming. He hit him in the back and in the head. He had a baby. That's why they said he laid on the baby because when he hit him in the back, he fell forward. He had the baby in his hand. What kind of world do we live in where, as we can, if you got an issue with somebody, you see them holding a baby and you still, you that dogmatic. I don't know. I don't understand it. Wow, that's the baby now. Yeah, that's the baby now over his dad's grave. I tell you. Oh wow. Mm. Yeah, I guess this is her now. This is Samantha. This is the girl, I guess, that they had to go in the mall to watch his movements and to let them know when he was coming out. Because they said that Quante, his everybody testified on him. Everybody told on him. So everybody told it on him. So they said his girlfriend, cousins, everybody that could tell told. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. He looked like his brother. He do. He looked like him. Mm, mm, mm. Lord have mercy. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I sure be hating it when I. Mm, mm, mm. These kids be babies 1 minute and then I don't know what they get into, and then their lives just get taken away from them. Lord have mercy. Mm. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm trying not to show because you can't show too many certain types of pictures on here. Mm, mm. What kind of world do we live in? Mm. We sure do got to learn how to control our emotions. What's going on? Rest in peace, young dog. True Aquarius said, I can guarantee you if she had known her edges would look like this, she wouldn't have. Mm. I tell you. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. It just ain't no fun sitting eating on sugarless almond cookies. Almond cookies. It just it's weird. But it's got some type of sugar in, I guess, some type of something. To it ain't it's not really sweet. They said rest in peace, young doc. What you got for it? Rest in peace, young doc. What kind of gems you got? What's been going on? Other than the people trying to get to Marcus. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We sure got to start doing better. I hate that. I really do. I hate that happening. Now this man has been convicted and his life is over. Because they said it was never determined if you know, but I guess we would never know if something, if he was actually the one that had did something to his brother. We would never know. Hold on, y'all. I'm caught up trying to do something right quickly. If you just give me a minute. What in the hold on, you all. Or if it ain't one thing, it's another. Okay. Okay. It says nephew, she on some BS lately. It's cool. Love that type of sub from Subway. Mr. Parker, she be multitasking. Wait a minute, what rest in peace young dog say? I sure was doing something else. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to hold on, you all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Oh, Jesus. Just because I'm trying to do something real quick, it wants to act up. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. So, are you all ready for the trial? Are you all ready for the trial to start? There's a lot of anticipation. Um, what's going to happen and all of that. Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation of what's going to happen. But I do know that a lot of people, especially Young Dog's family, are just ready to get it over with, as they should, as they should. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with that later. It says BEO, Lil Cypress Gotti. They said Gotti going down somewhere. I told y'all. Oh, this what I told y'all. Gotti and Angela was fans of the show. Now, I said something the other day. I said I was not going to even post. I was not going to even say anything about it because I only went back and looked at it because I knew that they was going to post. I said, now he'll let her start back posting him because they're big fans of the show, right? So sure enough, after I said that, the very next day, Angela started posting pictures of her and Yo Gotti. Then she posting videos making faces. Now Angela needs to stop that because they already say his mama and them don't like her. I mean, so we know he sponsors her. Okay, we understand she's happy to be getting sponsored, but if the mama and sister don't like you like that, you might be out of the, you might need to stop. Because one thing I do know about Memphis men, they'll make you look like a fool in a heartbeat. Now, Angela, you could take it from a Memphian woman. I know all Memphis men are similar. Okay, that's one thing that they will do. So she just needs to enjoy being sponsored and not get caught up in the vlog stuff because we just be on here talking shit. So that when it do go south, because I don't think Yo got it interested in no women. When it does go south, she don't look like such a damn fool. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it ain't working. Jesus Christ. Lord, please. Oh, Lord. Yeah, hit the like button. um, let's see. Betty Man says Mr. Parker left. All right. What show, Miss T? What show, Miss T? Wait a minute. What happened? I'm missing a lot of comments because I'm trying to get something fixed for one of my clients. So I'm kind of multitasking. So I'm if I don't see your comments, don't take it personally. I'm gonna go back and look at them as soon as I can. I'm just being honest with you. I just have to take a chance on doing it and letting it go slow. I don't want to do it like that though, because it'll be going slow and it'll take too long. Mm. What in the world is going on? Mm, it ain't doing it right. Says I bet Real Talk with Tamara can fight for real. Betty Man says she been looking like a big fool, Miss T. Who has Black Youngster talking about when he said he had his fam help? When did Black Youngster say that? He done posted. I got to hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, he done posted. Right on this thing. I don't see that. I see. I guess he got some new music out. He always put out new music. Or the person that Miss T said that was going to be indicted back in November. Mr. Parker left. I like right. What show, Miss T? She will come up missing. Ken says CMG is going down. Duke says, why is B Week Black Youngster post Gotti so much now? At first he wasn't. It's in a song called Razzle Dazzle. That's an old song though, right? In Razzle Dazzle, that's an old song. Am I right? Who in the hell left the gate open? What's up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all, what's going on? Oh, I thought Razzle Dazzle was an old song that he did. Hold on, y'all. Hey, thanks for calling Real Talk with Tamara. Huh? Oh, that's you, Cypress. I didn't know that was you. What's up? Nothing. So, what you think about everything that's going on? It's crazy. And it's all gonna go ahead. All gonna go hand in hand in the end. So, what you mean hand in hand? It's all gonna go to the truth in the end. So, what's gonna happen? Either don't go to hell or go to jail. I thought you said when nobody else going to jail. That's what you said. No, I said God wasn't going to jail. That's what I said. So you don't think God is going to jail? Not for the murder of the dog. It's possible he might get out with some other stuff. I didn't really get it with. Going down for the murder of the dog. You don't think he's going down for the murder of the dog? Well, okay. So let me ask you this: do you think that he was involved in what happened to Dog? Now, be honest with yourself. No, I don't think he was involved. So you don't think he had nothing to do with it? He didn't call it. He didn't want it or nothing, right? No, but that don't make sense. Because like, if you kill a man, then you get what you kill your competition. They you mess up the mother, so So you don't think he had anything to do with what happened to Dolph? You don't think he didn't know about it or nothing?
I'll say he didn't know, but I ain't gonna say he had. I think people who had something to do with it, the main contributing factor that had something to do with it, and I think that's what not playing with the leadership of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Getting kicked up on something else. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't go totally scot-free. I think he can get kicked up on some other stuff.
Well, why you think the feds be following him then?
Well, same reason why the feds been following him from 2003.
They ain't following him for nothing that happened in 2003. They have to have a reason to follow. They can't. But they ain't following him for nothing. I mean, they're not following him for something that happened in 2003. That's not how it works.
I mean, they probably feel when they get it. I don't know. They might get some, but it ain't gonna be what people want. They want it to be for now, so they're more likely ain't gonna have them.
Listen, Miss C, you keep asking him that, knowing his answer isn't gonna change. I thought at least he was gonna try. I'd be asking him thinking he at least gonna tell the truth one day. Whatever. You weren't saying that at first.
No, I said I don't think he's gonna get this another night.
Because at first he was saying he had something to do with it, but you didn't think he was gonna get convicted.
No, I said if he had something, I don't think he's gonna get convicted.
Or you said you thought he had something to do with it, he wasn't gonna get charged. That's what you're saying. Now you're saying you don't think he had nothing to do with it at all.
I don't think he's gonna get charged at all. He's way go ahead for the bail for it.
Hmm. It's amazing to me that you don't believe that man behind this at all.
It don't make sense. It don't make that's the thing. Killers out for what? That's
Yeah, but you have to think about it. Yo Gotti just started going up. He didn't like about Doc talking about him. Yo Gotti just really started going up since since Young Doc was taken out. Nobody. I mean, he was just really basically a local. Then all of a sudden, when Young Dolph got taken out, he started really hanging more around Jay-Z and all of them. Yeah, but he was not as visible. Nobody, he wasn't. After Young Dolph died, he able to get Angela. He got that $100 million deal. So
hey, how to be. But I don't think he has it. I think the people that had something to do with that are long gone. They out here, and that's what about stop.
Well, that's what anybody would say.
Of course, if you believe in the truth. I think the man is totally innocent, and a lot of these dog fans too emotional.
Ain't nobody emotional. People, why people got to be emotional? Because they know that this man had something to do with what happened to Young Dolph. Yeah, I got it in. I got my deadline in. One of my clients pushed me to the limit today. I normally don't schedule shows on the day that the show is supposed to air. I'm talking about on Comcast. But because this is a long time client and I appreciate their business and everything that they do, and all of that. They've been with me for a long time. I go far and beyond for those clients. They pays me real good too. And I appreciate what those guys do over there. I got it scheduled.
You still pay for something?
Yeah, people still pay for Comcast. Don't you know that older people don't look at like the people that vote and stuff? These people need people looking at them that votes. People that the people that vote around the the Mid South area looks at TV. They don't look at the internet.
Mm.
It says Emerald's. He says emotional man, dog spirits are attacking all of them. Some is even scared to go outside or inside too. They're scared to go outside and inside their very own houses.
Meanwhile, that's the one thing. I'm disrespectful if nobody have nothing to say.
We talk about him all the time. Black youngster is going to jail.
Now, I want to think that I've been
Well, we are. I mean, that goes without saying. We already know, but Black Youngster, and them was only acting under the order of somebody else. See, he ain't. He's one of the ones that's going down for something he didn't even have no business getting into. Right. So the person who we're aiming for goes even beyond him.
well, who I believe is Black Youngster, I think it's the man who wants to spread the law who did that. That's who I believe was the mind thing.
You believe Black Youngster was doing it for who?
I don't think it was for Gotti, though. I don't say that.
Mm, mm. Well, it's weird because I remember when Charlemagne the God asked him, "What it's going too far now, man." That's when they popped him, try to hit him up in North Carolina, and he tried to say Dolph had staged his own shooting. He staged his own shooting to try and get and to try to get publicity. And Charlemagne said, "No, somebody is definitely trying to take young Dolph out. He didn't do that. He didn't hit himself up." And he said, "Have you had a talk with Black Young? That's my little brother. That's my little brother." He wanted it.
No. I ain't seen Charlemagne, baby. I gotta go find him.
Well, he said it.
Man, that man ain't. He looked at Black Youngster as a little brother. That old man.
Well, he was looking at him as a brother, little brother then, because he was doing his dirt. I mean, how come? I mean, you don't have nobody out there doing what he had Black Youngster doing if you consider them a brother, somebody that could get doing something that could get them knocked off or put in jail. Yeah, you consider that a brother.
He kind of got a part. I can say I think that's like part of him being around with the team, you know. But I don't think it was so necessarily think that Dolph and Gotti being led to what it led to. Even though they both were throwing subliminals at each other. Oh, well, Dolph didn't throw no subliminals. He just came out and said what he said.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe that it just me. Dolph throwing Juke and mentioning Juke led to his death.
So y'all keep talking about And people keep saying that Young Dolph started throwing Juke in there for no reason at all. I don't really like talking about Juke because I know that everybody want to try to put everything on Juke.
See, that's what I have for doing it.
No, what I was ready to say is, but didn't Juke run off with Dolph stuff, and then how the issue started?
Might have been. Might have been.
That's what it was. Everybody know that, so he didn't just start going at Juke for nothing. Cause him and Juke was cool.
Yeah, might have been. Might have been because he have a history of doing that type of shit. Well, it might have been. I ain't gonna deny.
That's what they say happened. Cause Dolph talked about it.
He have a history of doing that type of shit. So I ain't gonna take it off tape. I ain't gonna be in denial about it. Let me just keep it real. But I say, yeah, that's a lot of that led. I'm just ready for the crowd to get kicked off.
Mm-hmm.
So we can get this part and check the so I know they ain't gonna give us to a justice.
Why you say that?
Man, y'all better not back on Sheriff County, y'all know.
Well, they've been given full justice so far. Why wouldn't they do it now?
Yeah, okay. Let move on. Okay.
Well, they on top of Monroe head.
Well, I don't think he should be there. I think Amy Wise.
No, he don't need to be there. He don't need to be there. But I mean, and people should have been very careful about that because a DA get 8 years, just like a judge. So what's gonna have to happen is he gonna have to be overthrown.
He gonna turn that place into something wrong with
Mm-hmm.
he gonna let out all the criminals that's still.
So, do you think Black Youngster was involved?
And what?
And what happened?
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If this is the meeting, you better change it.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know what Pam help he was talking about.
You said what now?
I would love to know what Pam help he was talking about.
I don't know, but that song he put out a long time ago, right?
Mm,
So what made you bring that song up?
what made me bring it up?
So how did the song go? What did it say? How did it go?
I remember this part. This part stood out. It just called the song called Robin Album.
Mm-hmm.
It just that part stood out, and I just couldn't let it go.
Mhm.
Kept popping up that little part. I was like, well, damn, what's the hell here?
Mhm. I have to block some folks out of my chat because they hacks. And each and every time they come into my chat, I always start having issues. As a matter of fact.
I've been trying to figure out why nobody ever talk about this.
Nobody ever talk about what?
But they nobody really talk.
Cypress, if you want to say something, spit it out. What's been going on in the song?
No, I just want to talk about it.
Don't nobody talk about it. I don't listen to Black Youngster. So that's why you gotta tell us.
It ain't that bad. No, I was just thinking about that little part. The little part just kept coming up.
But ain't Razzle Dazzle a song he put out a long time ago?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but yeah, it's just a lot of parts. That's it just be just stand out, put it like this. Sometimes just stand out.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember he was putting out an album like a song or something like every month, and he wasn't getting promoted. Black Youngster ain't did an interview since the end of 2021. Why haven't he? If you go put out songs and albums and stuff, you go on interviews to promote your stuff. Why haven't he gone on why haven't he taken an interview? Since we know Gotti is a fan of the show, he'll probably pay somebody to interview him and ask him certain questions. I'm giving him ideas now. We already know he watches the show. I'm willing to bet that's gonna happen real soon.
Yeah, and they have certain people sitting around watching. So, yeah, but
He said they have certain people sitting around. And the certain people is him. Shit. He ain't got nothing else to do. Sit down and
they need to wait outside of the Yeah.
hold on.
Alright.
I saw that man coming up my drive on my camera. So I had to go on and get my box. And it's pouring down out there too.
The light went out over here.
Come on, let's talk about Black Youngster because I think you feel like don't nobody want to talk about it. We already know Black Youngster pretty much is in the same category as Orange Mound Quet and the rest of them.
You said Orange Mound Quet being what?
I said Black Youngster he kind of in the same category as Orange Mound Quet and the rest of them. He had somebody above him.
Of course they're good. I just don't think it's who people think. I just don't think it's who everybody who caught their feelings is. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. I just don't mean
They said let's talk about Black Youngster.
go.
And they said they believe Black Youngster was on the scene. Well, he was on the scene. Shit.
According to that kid, he was on the scene.
According to a grown man, he was on the scene. He was placed on the scene. And not only that, but the insurance man placed him in Memphis.
Mm.
So I know y'all don't think I'm scared to talk about black youngsters, do y'all?
Mm.
Said had too much black, hunty.
Well, Eric Weston.
He said I had to load that block.
Uh-huh.
I promise you that boy ain't coming across the street no more. Every time they see me, they be like, hey. I was at the mailbox the other day. He was sitting up talking about he going to school and all that and bettering his life. I said, Lord Jesus. Hmm.
Hey, somebody do Eric Weston for my favorite practice of history.
You said somebody what?
Somebody get Eric Weston on the phone so we try to get some history.
Couldn't hear you. You said somebody did what?
Somebody need to get Eric Weston on the phone so we try to get some insurance so we can pop out.
Mm-mm. We'll have to leave Eric Winston where he at.
Pop out, man. Y'all said that man gonna pop out, man.
Do you think that Eric Winston is a witness?
If he wasn't, he made himself a witness. Damn. That damn fool made himself a witness.
We don't know if he's a witness or not.
Huh?
He may be a witness. He may not be. We don't know. This Shondell is a witness.
Think of them not knowing what he had there fighting with to drag him into a courtroom.
You don't think they know what Shondell is?
I know they know what that deal is.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
It's not there like, huh?
Mm. I don't know where yet.
No way.
Yeah, I'm sorry for eating in y'all's ear. That's what I get when I haven't eaten.
So if
And I'm
anybody,
snacking on some popcorn. You said what now?
so if anybody thinking about knocking Shondell upside the head, that's twice right now.
I don't think they. I mean, it seems like to me. I don't know. Shondell hasn't been on the internet. He came on the internet that one time and he didn't say not nothing.
Well, it's reason why he ain't on the internet.
The other guy, Jamarcus, hadn't been on the internet. If they are, they're up under fake pages. I'm sure they are up under fake pages.
I don't know. I got a strong feeling he gonna get knocked upside the head.
You got a strong feeling who's gonna get knocked upside the head? Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm. I'm looking for that video that Jamarcus was on because he came on like at what 4 o'clock in the morning when everybody was asleep, and he said, "Ain't nobody looking for me. I got on the ankle monitor." Odessa says everyone knows Black youngsters play their part of young dogs. Yeah, he played a part in it. Everybody know.
Yeah.
And his Gotti. Don't leave him out.
Y'all think what? Them wrong thing about the play the part.
It's a lot of people think that Vato played a part in it. How many people in here? I never said he played a part in it because I don't know if he played a part in it this time. How many of y'all think Vato played a part in it? It would be hard to believe that he didn't. I just don't know.
Well, we know Keon didn't play a part in it. He locked up.
But he posted though, didn't he? I remember when Young Dolph was taking out Black Youngster posted. They just got this food at a cookie shop. Remember that? And then he deleted it.
You must miss that.
Yeah, they see it was a lot of stuff that they was posting in the beginning when they thought that they had gotten away with it, and they was deleting it.
Well, he said that.
Yeah, he said it.
Now, I missed that part.
They said Cypress, why you think nobody from PRE speaks on Black Youngster? They talk about Gotti. You've heard them throw subliminals at Gotti and Juke, but never at Black Youngster. Why?
Well, there's no girl.
No, I mean I would think Juke would be more dangerous than Black Youngster.
How?
He would have been more dangerous than Black Youngster. So they weren't scared of Gotti and Juke.
But Gotti ain't gonna.
Well, he had something to do with what happened to Young Dolph. He did that. I don't think that they scared of Black Youngster.
I don't think they would tell us, look, Gotti, it no matter what they do now.
I don't think that they were scared of Black Youngster either. Did Grove Hero say that Black Youngster had something to do with it? Did Grove Hero say Black Youngster? I can't remember.
And this one that said, that's why the whole people. I'm glad you said you don't like Grove Hero, no way.
Why you don't like Grove Hero? You came from out of North Memphis too. Grove Hero over there doing more for North Memphis than people that some of them folks that came out of North Memphis that supposedly got more money than him. I mean, it's questionable if they really do got more money than him, but they try to give the illusion that they are $100 million man or whatever. And they ain't even doing nothing.
Grove Hero. I think it's get. Once you get out the hood, you get in the hood.
What Grove Hero gives back.
That's what you do. That's him.
Mm. I tell you.
I doubt if I was in that situation, I would never do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I came out the hood, so I wouldn't give a damn.
They said Vato better be careful he don't get taken out. Rose says, I don't think Vato, M. Rose says, I don't think Vato played a part in it because he kissed Big Juke ass and Gotti. Oh, she said, I do think Vato played a part in it. She said she do think so. And Rose says, Vato better be careful.
But he don't say, he said, we gonna have something to do with it, was surprise me.
Why did it surprise you? Why did it surprise you?
I never thought he was gonna tell me. I never thought he would play a part in it. He said, we gonna have something to do with it.
When we go on the online arguing with Key Glock, he was online arguing with Key Glock. They thought by taking Young Dog, all of them played a part in it. All of them wanted it. They all put in on it and they all played a part in it. Cause some people was that was going at it with Key Glock. They felt like they agreed with it and played a part in it because they felt like taking Dolph out would hurt Key Glock. Got in them, it was just personal to them, jealousy.
Wow. I was complaining.
You act like you don't know why. You act like you don't know why Gotti was jealous of Dolph. Did you see Dolph? Did you see that tall, handsome, chopped cup of black coffee, no sugar, no cream? That was making all that money, always fresh to death, riding around in new cars with the tag and stuff, with the drive out tags and stuff still on and paying for it cash.
I ain't see all that.
Exposing that a lot of them dudes was wearing fake jewelry and he was wearing the real jewelry.
I ain't see none of that. All I know, tall niggas who gonna drop like a bag of Idaho potato.
Who you talking about? Juke?
No.
Who?
Well, yeah, he got dropped.
So, I always go back to what Colt Figure said. Now, I was just trying to see who you talk about because I hate that happened to Juke. I really do. I really hate that happened to Juke. I didn't want to see that happen to him. Okay, I don't like seeing people get slaughtered. But it goes back to what Colt Figure said. They are a bunch of bushwhackers. The most cowardice thing you could do is sneak out of the bushes like them dudes was on it, creeping around that car, running around from that car, and surprised that man and caught him off guard and killed him. So yeah, I'm glad they going to jail, and I'll be glad when the rest of them go to jail. Cause see, all of that was unnecessary. See,
Okay, what if they don't go? Okay, what if they don't go to jail? Cause I feel like they gonna.
so you think straight dropping them gonna get off? You think they're gonna get off?
Hell no. And you do though. Then you got to argue about it.
Okay, what's that?
But
I remember Sanji saying something else.
you know the reason why I said you said this.
Davin says people in South Memphis is not afraid of black youngster. I know this for a fact, Cypress. Yeah, ain't nobody scared of black youngster. Beverly Jones says, I don't think nobody's scared. Anybody can be touched. Betty Man says, laugh out loud versus that water headed nobody.
Shout out to the water headed nobody. Thank you, Miss Betty Man. Nah, but Rome said the Duke had something to do with it. He said black alpha. And what surprised me the most is said Migo had something. I would have never said with him for Migo had something like that. Even though Migo from the North Pole.
I'm trying to understand why you were surprised though. Why would that surprise you?
Because Migo don't think on me and Migo don't be involved in nothing like that.
Mm. You don't think so? I don't know, cause I don't.
Not from what I can see. I don't know. But I just seen him around sometimes and wait. And not from what I can see, I can never see him having nothing to do with it. And that's just me.
Mm. They said, M. Rose said they was mad at Young Dolph also because he was exposing them for wearing fake jewelry.
I don't know about that, man. I thought you did.
Mm. It says, Miss T, what up? Wait till 007 and Matt Critter. What up with 007 and Matt Critter? They beef now. They both from North Memphis. I don't know. I had not heard about that. Have you? Cypress?
Yeah, little double O Matt.
Yeah, Lil Double O is the one that was on the video with Straight Drop that night, right? Was that Lil Double O that says you got this? Wasn't that
Yeah, that was double O. He from 7th Street.
him? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Rock, you got that. Praying for you, my nigga.
Mm-mm. Now, who is Matt Critter?
I hear rapper. He can. I think he's trying to finish his thing. The one I think.
He signed with who?
I think he's trying with Gucci, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Lil Double O was signed with Gucci.
No, I think Lil Double O said.
Signed with who?
Future.
Okay, it might be Future that Lil Double O is signed with. Future show ain't promoting him.
Oh, hey, man. All the kids he got.
This is now Cypress TV. You know Gotti jewelry was fake. It was the same color of cheap mustard. It says Gucci Mane is signed McCritter and Future signed 007. Or Lil Double O.
Yeah. Shout out to them guys. I hope they can get it together.
They in the same area. I really, they've been going all this time and they ain't been beefing. So I wonder why all of a sudden they beefing now.
I don't know. We niggas that beefing and got some money in a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, but it ain't no need for it. Why?
I mean, you don't know that. We in the politics.
Well, right, we ain't in the politics of it, but hey, you're right. We don't know.
But so far, good. They ain't lived for nothing. Last in that nine, and for two niggas that beefing, they got some money in the kids every day.
Mm.
Um,
Oh wow. Well, hopefully they'll, cause see what happens is when they start beefing, they start losing people that rock with them, and they need to, that don't need to happen. They need to. It's already been too many guys losing their lives. These dudes, if they sign and they making money, they need to, whatever their issues are, they need to go ahead and get over it. And they don't need to be taking nobody's life, because once you take the life of somebody, you into it with a dude, you take the life of somebody that is on, that deals with him. I mean, it's an all out war. And that's what these dudes need to understand. It's an all out war, and he's gonna come back and take some people out that be with you. See, that's what these rappers, either they don't understand or they don't give a damn. Because what they do is they go to their mansions and stuff. These dudes that are around them, they are left vulnerable. So you think you're gonna go take out somebody, you into it with a rapper, you're gonna go take out one of his guys. What you need to do is you need to turn to the guys, that's with you, and say, hey dude, listen, I already know one of y'all, just one of y'all gonna be gone real soon. Basically, because I mean, it might as well, because that's what happens. And so that's what they need to think about. That's one of the reasons why I, respect Young Dolph, because, a lot of people say that they wish that Young Dolph had a bus back at them when they was consistently trying to take him out. And I wish he had anybody would have. He had enough money to do it. He could have hired somebody to win and knock him in the back of the damn head. But Young Dolph understood that he had enough money where he could leave the country or whatever. Those little dudes would be left out there. And I think that's what they wanted anyways. They wanted a war. They wanted a